Okay, thank you very much for tuning in this evening. It's such a pleasure having you guys here. My name is Badebi, and we pretty much are going to be talking about transitioning from being an employee to an entrepreneur. And before we start, I'd like us to talk about some things. First of all, you need to know me. I need to know you, and the rest of them. First, my name is Padebi, but you could call me Paddy. That's it. Paddre. Paddy. I'm a coach. That's it. Coach. I'm also a mom. Yeah, mom. Fantastic mom. Thumbs up to all the moms in the house. And pretty much I'm an entrepreneur, a very seasoned entrepreneur. I've been doing my business back and forth for a little over 13 years. So this is actually serving me talking to you about this is actually something from my own experience, things I've built over the years. I'd like to say some things though that if I don't know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, can you please raise your hands? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can? Okay, fantastic, good. So as I was saying, I don't know if you heard me before I put my headset on, so I'm just going to go over it just a little. I said my name is Padebi, but you can call me Paddy. That's spelled Paddie. Paddy. Okay. Paddy. Good. Now, I'm a coach. I'm also a mom and a businesswoman. I've been doing business back and forth for a little over a decade. So this is me telling you everything I've learned over the years, I've used, over the years. That's what I'd like to share with you this evening. Now, the first thing I need to tell you about transitioning from 9 to 5 to entrepreneurship is you need to be passionate about what you do. Passion is like 85% of the game. It's really, really important for you to be passionate about it. The importance of passion cannot be overstated, especially when doing business in a place like Nigeria. So Nigeria has its own peculiarities. It has a very rugged terrain. It's not very easy to do business in Nigeria. I mean, realistically, I could tell you that. However, when you have passion sustains you, it endears you. It's passion makes it a lot easier for you to cope with everyday challenges. Now, you need to find your passion. If you do not know how to find your passion or you're not sure what you're passionate about, we'll talk about this in another session. Talk about this maybe a session for next week perhaps. We'll probably talk about how to find your passion because I've had a lot of people say things like, "Oh, I'm not even sure what I'm passionate about. I'm not sure about what my passion is. Is it singing? Is it dancing? Is it acting? Or is it what? Being a comedian?" We talk about how to find your passion in another scope or in another discussion. But today, let's just focus on how to transition from 9 to 5 to entrepreneur in 5 easy steps. Five easy. I don't think I can get the angle of my camera right. Let's see. Okay, fine. I think it's possible. 5 easy steps. Five. That's it. 5 easy steps. Good. Now, as I said, the first one, tip number one, find your passion. Passion is very, very key. Now, the caveat: passion does not pay bills. Mhm. Oh, I forgot to put up my placard for passion. That's it. Passion, 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 passion. Good. I said, passion does not pay bills. There's a passion and then there's a brand. You need to understand that business has its own running cost. Hmm? That's the reality of it. So your passion is not going to pay for your internet subscription. It's not going to buy fuel for your generator. It is not going to, pay your staff, salary of staff at the end of the month. It's not going to. I mean, pretty much the business has serious running costs. If you have a brick and mortar store, for example, you need to pay rent, you need to pay for NEPA bill, you need to pay for pretty much lots of things to keep business. You need to print invoices, complimentary cards, all of this to need money. That passion cannot do that for you. So apart from the passion, it's also the fact that you need to have money. You need to also work hard to make sure that this is fulfilling itself. Now, imperative to note, I hear a lot of people talk about something like, okay, I want to save up to 6 months' salary before I actually stop work. That should not actually be the mentality. The whole idea is to actually groom your business, or grow your business up to a level where you actually can say, okay, my business every month turns over so amount in revenue. Now, if you can actually do that and say, okay, my business will bring 50,000 in revenue, or 60,000 in revenue, or 80,000 in revenue, and maybe your present salary is about 40 or 50,000, you can actually give by this business actually good enough to sustain me. Now, also note that when I mean revenue, it's revenue after all your bills have been paid, after staff salaries have been paid, your neighbor bill, your light bill, every other thing has been paid. The phone bill, the data plan has been made provision for. Then you can also, okay, fine, the extra money I have or the revenue I have is also amount. Good. So you can also, okay, I can actually pay myself from this money. Very, very important. Now, the next thing you need to know when start transitioning from your 9 to 5 to entrepreneurship is you need to find your why. Why? Why? Find your why. Why are you doing business? Why do you want to be an entrepreneur? What's the driving force that keeps you going? Personally, when I started my entrepreneurial journey, I really wanted to spend more time with my family, pretty much. That's the whole reason, that's the whole essence of entrepreneurship for me. I didn't want to have time to spend with my husband, I want to have time to spend with my children. And I also kind of like the idea of traveling around the world and not anybody stopping me. You know, let's be in Paris today, but like a pan tomorrow, Rome next tomorrow, and Greece and wrap the weekend. That's me. I really want to spend time with family, and I really wanted to have time for my children. I want to be able to be in every sports event, every house sport, every PTA meeting, every open day. You know, so that for me was why. Now, beyond the money and the time that comes with it, of course, this after the years, definitely all of this comes. Your why is the major driving force. And now, please note, your why cannot be money. It has to go beyond just saying, okay, I want to have money. There has to be something beyond wanting to have money. Because if you just want to have money, you can as well just rob a bank or what do money ritual, and then you get the money back. And then when the money comes, what's next? That's it. So it goes beyond having money. Good. Okay, now you could say something like, okay, I want to have money to buy a Rolls Royce. Fantastic, fantastic. Or I want to have money to send my children to the best schools in the world. What maybe Harvard, Oxford, Yale, it could be anything. That's a fantastic why. Or I want to have money so I can buy a house in Ikoyi waterfront, or Vijay waterfront, or Lekki waterfront. That's a why. That's a very good reason why you want to have money. So you need to figure out why you want to do this, because that's what drives you. When the hustle gets rough, when you feel frustrated, when you just want to throw in the towel, you go back to your 9 to 5. Yeah, there will be days like that when you're just also here and then you're really frustrated. Two things that keep you going: your passion and your why. Now, that is why I actually say that it's very, very important for you to find your why. Yeah, that's why I actually say it's very important for you to find your why. Because pretty much when you have your why, you will be able to know that you'll be able to know why you're in business. You'll be able to know when you have challenges, your why keeps you going. As I said earlier, my why is because I actually want to have more time for my family and more time for my children. For some other people, it could be I just want to work from the house, or I just want to work from a coffee shop, or I mean, it could be pretty much anything. But you need to find your why. Now, the third thing you need to know when growing your business is this: association. Very, very important. Association. You need to have people that think like you. You need to have, I don't know if you saw this already, it's association. You need to watch your association. There's a saying that you're an average of the five people you spend time with. You know, so it's sorry, hold on a second. Let me activate the video so I can see you. I can see that there are some new people just coming in. I could you introduce yourself? I'm not sure. Sorry, hold on. Let me just see if I could see if you could start a video so I can see you. Sorry for digressing a bit, guys. I need to be able to see. Okay, this is pretty much my first time doing this, so I'm not very sure how to work. I'm not a very technological. I'm not very tech savvy. So I've asked you to come on the video so I can see you. So if you can join from your end, I'll really appreciate that so I can actually see you. And then if you could actually tell me your name so I can it's showing here as Q10, and that's all I can see. So I can actually know who I'm seeing or who I'm dealing with. Okay, so that's about it. So good. As I was saying about okay, initially let me just go back a bit. I talked about first reason why the first thing you need to know when transitioning from 9 to 5 to entrepreneurship, you need to have a passion. Secondly, you need to find your why. And then now we're talking about association, which is the third point, association. Now, there's a saying that you are an average of the 5 people you spend most of the time with. Now, what this will mean is if you have 5 people that are lazy, if there's an average, there's most high chance that you also will be lazy. So you need to watch your association. Now, I also know the other set of people that are very crazy or very particular about what series that they are watching Telemundo today or Zero tomorrow or African Magic or Tinsel. Well, if it works for you. But the truth is, as an entrepreneur, you really will not have time to do all of these things. I hardly watch TV. I mean, I hardly even sleep. I'm like a vampire. I'm awake from I go to bed at 1 a.m. and I'm up at 4 because I'm perpetually running one course or the other. I'm actually having so many things to read. I have my coaches that are always on my kids, giving me one task to do or the other. So I don't even have enough time to meet up. Apart from the fact that when day breaks, I have to take care of the children, bed them, get them ready for school, and do every other thing. So the reality of it is that for you to actually have enough time to meet up all your obligations, it's not even there. So adding watching TV series, following up perpetually, make sure you don't miss an episode. That is luxury. You need to give up on a whole lot of things. You need to make sacrifices. We'll talk a bit more about this in another session. But let me just talk about it a little here. As I said earlier, an average of 5 people, five people you spend time with, which will mean you need to find a new circle. I'm sure you have friends already. I'm so sure you have friends, of course, but I wouldn't ask you to do that. But find a circle of like-minded business people that you could go to that could help you. So when you're thinking, okay, I need to make a business plan, or I need to send an invoice to a customer, or I need to pursue this grind, or pursue this hustle, there won't be one person telling you, please, I'm going to watch TV, or oh no, I'm going to watch a movie. I mean, that just kills it for you. You need somebody that can drive you business-wise, that can help your business thrive. That's why you need to get a circle of like-minded entrepreneurs that could actually help you move your hustle from point A to point Z. I'm not even going to say point B or point D, from point A to point Z, because the association will help you go even faster and farther than you can ever imagine. Now, the next thing I'm going to be talking about, the next step I'm going to be talking about is get your hands dirty. Get ready to work, get to work. It's not easy running a small business. You expend lots of time. You expend lots of energy. You will have to learn a skill. Now, of course, then the skill is it's highly determinant on the kind of business you're looking to start on the side. Are you looking at starting being a makeup artist? I think there's a lady that came on and then she said she wants to go into events. I don't know if she's live now. I mean, pretty much. I do not know if for sure if you're already working in a firm that does events, but that's one way you can actually bootstrap. If you're interning or working in a firm that does what you do, it makes it 75% easier for you because that's actually how I started. When I started up my business, I still am a passionate interior decorator. I love making homes and houses look beautiful. So what I did was I attached myself to a firm in Victoria Island that actually does this, and I actually wasn't being paid. But I was learning. I was like what a dry sponge. I was absorbing as much information as I could. So that's very, very important. That's one easy way to go about learning on the job. And sometimes they even offer to pay you and also being paid for it. So it's very, very important for you to do that. As I said, you may want to learn a skill. You may want to offer a service. The service may be free. It may not necessarily be a paid service. For example, maybe you want to maybe become an MC or a DJ or a comedian or something of that sort. Nobody knows you. You're not Basket Mouse or you're not Alibaba yet or Basachtaria. So what you may want to do is offer free services to people that are having weddings. I'm sure if you're good at your thing, by the time you do 1, 2, 3 weddings, you get people coming and asking you, can I have your card? I have a wedding coming up. I have a gig coming up I want to invite you for. So that's actually how you go about doing it. So if you're a DJ and you play in a wedding and then you really deliver, people enjoy themselves thoroughly. They'll definitely ask, so who is that DJ that actually did your wedding? Now, of course, when I mean do it for free, it's not like you would do it for free and not make any money. For DJs that are upcoming, for example, I know your equipment will be very expensive. And I also know that even to hire speakers and all, it's actually not a cheap endeavor. So what you could just do is be very competitive. Make the person maybe pay, okay, madam, I'll have you pay maybe only for the speakers or have you pay only for this. Make it the customer feel like you're actually doing her a favor. So by so doing, that instead of her paying maybe 80 or 100K to get a DJ, she's paying maybe 20K for your service. And she'll be very excited and okay, this person is good and it's not so expensive. By the time you build your portfolio, you've got maybe 10, 15 or 20 customers. You can now say, okay, fine, I'm going to increase my service from this to this. Of course, when that time comes, you will know. You always be in hot demand. You always get people calling you. Sometimes you have, like one Saturday, you have 2 or 3 events. Then you will okay, it's time for me to up my game. It's time for me to increase my money. Now, and that easy way, you can also transition easily without burning a hole in your pocket or spending too much money. It's actually selling on e-commerce sites. Very, very good. Very, very easy. Now there's Shopify. I don't know if you guys know Shopify. It's Shopify.com. It's a fantastic e-commerce site. It's not based in Nigeria. I think it's based in the States. But you actually have lots of Nigerians selling on Shopify, and you actually have them in a Nigerian currency. You can also pay your card and arrange delivery and everything. Now, the ones we know here, Konga, Jumia, we have Payport, and then we have a couple of other small ones here and there. Konga and Jumia and Kemu are the ones that I'm most known. To have an account on these platforms are actually free. You just need to go to the website, fill a form, and then they will contact you on how to go about selling. Now, the thing with Konga and Jumia, you don't even need to have the product. You could just hook up with your neighbor that brings in shoes or bags from Dubai or brings in anything. Maybe even if it's a carpet, maybe you go to people that maybe import carpets or produce it and tell them, okay, I want a picture of your product. You upload it on this site. And then when there's a need for it, so when the customer wants it and they order, you go back and you get it and then you deliver and then you get your money. As easy as ABC. There are many things you actually do to make money without actually having money. We'll talk about this in another scope or another discussion, how business you can actually start without any money or with zero amount of money. Now and that thing that could also help you build your business really, really fast is blogging. Yeah, you heard me right. Blogging. Very, very good. I mean, we all know Linda Ikeji, right? We all knew she just bought a house in Banana Island or Parkview. Good. How did she start? It's blogging. Who knew that blogging can actually make you a millionaire? But really, it can. So now nobody's saying you're going to be like Linda Ikeji tomorrow because her niche is gossip. Gossip sells. You can blog pretty much about anything in any industry you're in and make good money from it. Is it technology? Is it events? Is it makeup history? Pretty much fashion and designing. The amount of what you could blog about is endless. And the internet is an endless resource. You don't even need to have so much content. You could do that if you don't have what to say on your own. You could pay somebody to write a blog article for you. You could go to the internet and drop someone else's write-up. But always give credit. Very, very important. If not, your blog will be shut down. If you don't give credit to the person's blog that you took the content from. So that's it. You see, it actually isn't very, very difficult. Now, the last but not the least step we'll be talking about is the 5th step, and it is, you see, that customer is king. You need to treat your customer right if you want them to come back. One satisfied customer can really, really help your business go from here to here. Very, very important. And like this too. So you need to treat your customer right. Dedicate time to grow your customer base and always thank your customers. Now, I usually tell people the business is like a child. If you have a child, maybe 3 years old child, you give a child a bowl and say, okay, go and fetch water with a bowl from the stream, and child will be going. Is it possible? No. So don't expect too much from your business. Do not expect too much from your business. You don't expect a 3-year-old child to perform as a 13-year-old child. I don't expect a 13-year-old child to perform as a 30-year-old child. So give your business time. It needs to grow. It needs to stand, be able to stand on its feet, and then maybe start having branches, start having its own children. You need to understand that everything is in phases when it comes to the business. You don't expect a 1 or 2 year old to start paying all your bills and start sending you on vacations, or from the business will just die before it even starts. Okay. Just like a child, that you want to start asking child all the chores in the house, wash plates, cook, sweep, mop. And you want the child to grow. The child will die before he's 10. I mean, God forbid. But pretty much, you need to give your business time to grow. Excuse me. That's why I always advise that transition gradually. When you're on the job, have this on the side, let it grow. As it grows, you now decide, okay, this business is old enough or strong enough to take care of itself. Which, when I mean itself, I've been paid staff salary and all your monthly contingency, all your monthly bills, and then also have something to pay you as the CEO, you as the owner. Good. Now, you also need to learn to outsource, especially because you have a 9 to 5. It's very important for you to outsource, and delegate. The importance of outsourcing and delegation cannot be overstated. Pretty much, you have, apart from your 9 to 5, you have just 3-4 hours, more 5 hours to do a whole lot of other things before it's night. So you need to balance out everything. Okay, these days, thank God you are dispatch riders. I mean, there's these new guys that are in town. They are called mypea.com. It's spelled mypeea.com. Fantastic. If you want to, anything you want to, they could do for you. Submit documents, type documents. There are a whole lot of things you could do, pretty much. And then you can also hire a virtual assistant. There are not many virtual assistants in Nigeria, but I know that there's a firm that is coming up soon. As soon as it comes out, I'll keep you guys in the know. Virtual assistants, where you can actually tell them, okay, I need to type this document, I need to send it to this customer at this time, I need to pick up a check from a company. They could pretty much do everything for you, and then you can actually track it from your phone or from your device. Okay, has this been delivered? Has this been done? So it's a fantastic way. However, in the international level, there are virtual assistants abroad, and if you have a PayPal account, you can use them. You can always get to pay them. Now, one very easy place to get a virtual assistant is on Fiverr. Fiverr is spelled Fiverr. Yeah, that's F for fish, I for ink, V for van, E for egg, then R for rabbits, and another R for rabbits. Fiverr, Fiverr.com. You have an endless resource of people that could actually do so many things for you. As I said, everything you could want: graphic designer, web designer, write you a book, write you a blog post. Everything you can get on Fiverr. Get a virtual assistant also on Fiverr. Now that's. Now another thing you need to work on personal development, especially if you are not knowledgeable on the area you want to go into, or you don't have all the set skill presently. I'll give you an example. Maybe you want to be a makeup artist, and you watched all the YouTube videos in Lagos, or all the YouTube videos in the world of makeup artistry, but you haven't actually used your hand to work on to know that, okay, fine, I can do this. It's very important for you to actually go and learn, even if it's 1 week boot camp or 1 week masterclass. You already have the skill set on your head. You know you can do it. You're passionate about it. It will be a lot easier for you to learn, but it's still very important for you to learn so that you can actually know how it works. Good. That's on one hand. On the other hand, when you have someone that teaches you, when you have a challenge, there's someone you can go to. That's another very important reason why you actually should want to learn from somebody, not just from YouTube videos or from YouTube tutorials. Now, another thing I need to talk about is makeup artistry is a little easy. There could be some other things that are more detailed or more technical. Like I think I've had a friend that actually learns mechanic engineering. I think he learns it from Jermaine. Now, I mean, we all know that Jermaine, they are not exactly cheap. They are not a cheap brand when it comes to they are mechanics pretty much. They're not cheap, So he usually go after work and then he learns. But now he's through with learning, and he actually can fix cars. What that does is that it helps you so that if for some reason you want to stop work, you have something to fall back on. Or if maybe your neighbor's car is bad, you can offer to fix it. And then make some money for yourself. So that's that about it. You need to definitely work on personal development. And then these days, nothing is stagnant. Nothing is the same. Everything keeps getting better. So it's important for you to know that what is trending this year may actually not trend next year. It definitely will be different next year. So you need to always, always be in tune with what's going on. You see makeup artists going abroad to learn one airbrushing technique, going to learn one new thing about this, going to learn one new thing about that. Even in fashion and designing, the way they sew clothes now is not the same way they sew clothes 5-10 years ago. Many things keeps evolving. That's another reason why you really need to work on personal development. It's not a case of one self is always same. You need to continue getting better at your game. Very, very important. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is get a coach. Get a coach. Yeah, you heard me right. Get a coach. You see, there's this saying that amateurs do not need coaches, but professionals do. Tiger Woods, the best golf player in the world, does he have a coach? Yes, he does. Why? Because he still needs to up his game. He still needs to up his hands. Now, Serena Williams, does she have a coach? Yes, she does. Michael Jordan, does he have a coach? Yes, he does. You see, so it's very, very important for you to actually get a coach. Now, in fact, I'll say get coaches. I have like 45. I have a mindset coach. I have an SEO strategist that works on all my SEO everything. I have a life coach and I have a business coach. You see, I pay them more. It's not free. So don't think, well, okay, coach, okay. But I know how much value they add to my business. I know how much value they add to me. As a matter of fact, I won't be having this session with you if I have a coach that right now is watching this and then if I do not deliver, I'm going to pay a fine. So he makes you sit at the edge of your seat and makes you deliver. So it's very, very important for you to get a coach. They help you when you have challenges. They help you figure out how to get out of there, how to move forward. And then you may think it's an expensive endeavor, but in the long run, it's actually will be worth your while. Now, the last thing I need to talk about is start now. Don't start tomorrow. As soon as we end this telecast, this teleconference, start now. Start selling your market now. You do not know where your next million will come from. Start now. There's a saying that the best time to start a plant a tree was 10 years ago, and next best time is now. So start now. In our next discussion, we'll be talking about things like how to pick up a business name, how to figure out what your passion is, and actually how to start your business. So I do not know if you have any questions. If you do, in a bit we'll be getting to that. But if not, I would like to say this. I don't know if you can see this. It's at Be Savage Chic. You can follow us on Instagram. You can follow us on Twitter. Periscope. If you do not have Periscope, please go and download it. Periscope is the new Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and everything put together. It's the bomb. You need to be on Periscope. When you be on Periscope, follow me at Be Savage Chic. That's my I don't know if you can see this clear enough, at Be Savage Chic. That's my Instagram. So that's my Twitter and Periscope handle. My Instagram handle is Business Savage Chic. So it's pretty much just about tips to help you start up your business and grow your business. So if you enjoyed this session, please tell your friends. Tell people that are already in business or people that want to transition from 9 to 5 to their own business that they need to be business savvy. It's not just about having the business. It's about being business savvy. It's about taking the business to the next level. So very, very important. And who are you going to go to? Who's your go-to person for all of those tips? Me. Who's your go-to person to help when you have a business issue? Me. Who's your go-to person when you want to pick a business name? Me. And see, I'm not even charging you for it. I'm doing this for free. So you should just love me, shouldn't you? So as I said, do not forget at Be Savage Chic. I look forward to you following me on Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, please get a Twitter account. It's free. Instagram account is free. Periscope account is free. That's one thing we need to talk about. Your phone needs to be earning you money. You cannot have a phone and pay MTN or Airtel or Etisalat so amount of thousands every month. And then it's not funny. You're not bringing in revenue from those. You're just dashing them the money. At the 3,000 naira in 10 months is 30K. That's salary. That's somebody's salary for a month. So you need to be in tune with social media. I see some people on social media, all they do is gossip, gist, read articles, share videos, laugh. That is going to go in your pockets. You need to be able to make sure your phone is earning you revenue. I tell people my phone is my supermarket, it's my office, it's my everything. I stay on my phone and I'm closing, I'm chatting. You see me chatting, but I'm closing deals. So it's very important. So if you are not on Periscope, look for Periscope, your Google Play, or I don't know, Apple Store. Look for it. Be on Periscope, Instagram, Twitter. Have an account, it's free. And please, when you have an account, don't use your name, use your business name, because I mean, let's so your business, you start building the brand. When people follow you, they follow your business name. You can start pushing the brand. If you want to have a business, your personal name, fine. You may want to start with that. And since if you especially if you do not have you're not sure of your business name and what you want to do yet, you will have your personal name. Then when the time comes, you can easily just transition to the business name. So that's about that for this session. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been wonderful. I mean, I mean, pretty much oh, I can see Mary just joined. You're late, and we are almost running up the session. It's 7:32. Hi Mary, I can see you. So I said, if you have any questions, you may want to feel free to ask. If not, I would, as I said, let me just put this out again. It's the Savvy Shake on Periscope and Twitter. I can see your teeth. I don't know who that is though. Okay, so that's about it for this session. We've covered 5 steps to transitioning your business, and then I'm just gonna go through it again. It's the first one is passion. Find your passion. There's somebody waving at me. I don't even know who that is. You could actually chart. You could, if you click on the bottom of the if you click on the bottom of the screen, you should be able to see raise your hand. You can raise your hands, and you could drop me a line. You could drop me a question, or you could actually what? Okay, I'm just gonna send you a hi. Yeah, good. Okay, that's Roslyn and Mary. Okay, cool stuff. Thanks, guys, for being here. So, as I was saying, we're talking about the first thing I spoke about was passion. You need to find your passion, but it's beyond the passion. Then of course you need to find your why. Why do you want to do the business? Why are you in this? Why do you want to do the business? You want to have a fast car? You want to have a fine house? You want to go for vacation 5 times in a year, or you just want to fly first class? That why keeps you going. And then the third thing I spoke about was get to work. You really, 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 really need to get to work. The importance of getting to work cannot be overstated. Then I also spoke about watching your association. You need to watch your association. You can't be watching Africa Magic and Telemundo and Z World and then think the world will be waiting for you. And you also want to do a business by the side. It will not work. You need to be able to position yourself so that you know that, okay, fine, I'm spending 5 hours, 6 hours my business every day. And of course, your social life will suffer for it. It will definitely suffer for it. But it's just for a limited time. Once you're past that phase of transitioning and then you're well grounded, definitely after a while, your business will be able to take good care of itself. And then the fifth thing we talk about is you have to grow your customer base. You need to always thank your customer. After every patronage, always send them a text message, thank for your patronage, because that helps you to always be on their mind. So that's about it for this session. I hope you guys had a good time. If you have any questions, you can feel free to let me know. Okay, Periscope. Periscope is spelled Periscope. It's the greatest rave. It's also great. I'm gonna send it to you. I think let me just send it. Periscope, yeah, that's it. It's spelled Periscope. I just sent you the name to Periscope. If you didn't know Periscope was, it's as I said, it's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all put into one. It's the new wave. So I hope to be scoping twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays, and maybe some Saturdays and maybe some Sundays. However, I should have this session again sometime during the week. I will definitely let you guys know where during the week I'll be having it. And please, if you enjoyed this session, please tell your friends. It's going to be so much fun if we have more people here. The more the merrier. We could have fun. We could actually throw a cocktail party. Just all of us here having a good time. So till then, I will see you same time next week. I hope you had a swap time. If you do, you can send me a thumbs up. And if you do not, send me a thumbs down. Why I had an amazing time. Like, this is my first video conference, and it doesn't even feel like it's my first. I actually do not want to stop. I actually don't even want to go back. Like, I'm having a ball, but I mean that's the reality of it. I have to go. I have to go attend to my babies right now. So thank you so much for tuning in. This video is recorded. I may send it to you if you want it. I can send it to you in subsequent, and maybe later after we get off this session. But thank you very much for joining. And I said I'll see you again same time next week. Bye for now.